like an idiot.
But you said generally one of them's correct, and the other one...
Left to right is almost always correct.
Okay.
And we don't gallop off anymore either.
Right. And right to left?
Right to left is usually a stride late and wide.
Okay.
But we don't gallop off now.
Right, so it's...
If I try to organise the right canter too much,
yes.
Billy dally around, she starts to hump.
Yeah.
Before it changes to the left.
Okay. Right, let's go and do some, and let's just see where we are. But don't try too hard, or they'll go wrong anyway. Yeah, now you just, so now you just do what you do at home, but you will need more collection.
Yes, and that's ordinarily we're going to spend longer and longer.
Or we'll call it control. Right, having said that, last time I saw you do that, is you just bolted, so.
Yeah, we don't bolt anymore.
It's that, getting that adjustability.
Yeah.
And a few sort of counter walks and things, and just work on the tempo until you feel you've got her collected enough to do it.
Yeah, what I found I need to do in order to get that one true is to get the really small, ride the canter really small, then ride forward as I ride the thing.
Yeah. And then that would make sense, because within reason, the smaller you get the canter, the more under behind she'll be.
Yeah.
And then you probably need a little bit more momentum to actually carry it out.
Yes.
But
if I override this canter, then we'll start pumping.
Now, even shorter. Yeah, now go, stay on the left lead and go canter, walk, canter until you've got a more collected tempo yet. There, yes, better. Yeah, and then walk, and each time you strike off, try and strike off smaller than the time before. Yeah, now back. Yeah, push, push and steady all at the same time. Yes, well done, that's better. Yeah, there, that's better. Now go down the long so and try not to let the canter get longer than that. Yeah, again, you're pushing the hind leg under, half halting the tempo back. Yeah, good, Rachel. Yeah, well done. Yeah, so now come and ride a change to the right somewhere. No. Now shorter. Yes, that's it. Now there's the canter. Now that's the canter we need, but we need her to be slightly happier about it. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, good girl. That heaps better. Yeah, now go and try and keep that. Whether the change is right or wrong, don't worry. But what we're going to try and do is get that engagement before it. And back. That's better. That's still late, but much less so. Now, get your left canter as engaged as you just had the right one. Yeah. Oh, good go. Well done. There. Yes, that's it. Well done. Now, let's go. Now go across. Try and work towards that for the change. And a little touch with your whip if you can on the approach. Yeah, collected. Better. Now, short to the right canter. You're very nearly there now. Yeah, that's it. Well done, that's good. Yeah, now go this time in a reducing canter, not an increasing canter. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it was a shame. Now,
Let's try and take over then.
yes, now in the middle of that, she did change correctly. Now, yeah, but you had the canter, so that's what we've got to get. You know what you've got to get. We've just got to make it more accessible. Yeah, okay, so come back again. Well done. That's good. Yeah, now let's just get, she's got to now get confident that she can do it from that canter, which she can, but she doesn't quite know that yet. Yeah, now recollect. Yeah, so come right again. What? Did you get the tongue over the bit? There was a lot of pink. Well, she got it back. It's all right? Yeah. Yeah, you got, I think that you're frustratingly close here because you've got the canter. She just doesn't yet have the confidence that she can do that without running. Yeah, good girl. Oh, well done. And patter, so that's short behind but not late. Yeah, that's what she's got to give you. This canter here was good.
Yeah.
And you've got, she needs the confidence that from that canter she has got enough push.
Yeah.
What I know, remember now, she's just used to run off, so
yeah.
You've cracked that.
Yeah.
And this moment here, you'll see it on there. Twice she actually stopped, she did change correctly, but she hadn't realised that within that canter there is enough push to do it. Right, come on again, but that was like this far off.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think you've made a big difference to the confidence afterwards. And the control. It's now she's got to learn that within that canter she can push through. And back. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, go on, come again. Now, see whether you can take, I don't know if it'll work, but we'll try, whether you can take it earlier. Because you have your canter ready here, and then the moment's gone. And good girl. Better. Yeah, I think that you need to take it earlier because the problem is you've got the canter there, by the time you get here, it's the moment's passed.
And she's starting to get cross with me as well.
Yeah. And it is, of course, this is difficult because it's that right canter, but she used to strop much worse than that.
Yes.
And her default, of course, is to run. And by the time you get there, she's not running, but she's got a bit stretched out. Right, come on, we're going to get it correct. It's a gnat's whisker away now.
The only time I've really ever had that change looks clean before we're jumping.
Well, we could try that.
That's all right, we don't jump anymore.
We got a bench there. Oh, she can't jump anymore.
Just legs don't jump anymore.
Yes, perfect. Well done. Good. Now, I think you knew then that there was a good chance, didn't you? Because you didn't actually have to make the canter because it was already there.
Okay.
And I think you need probably quite short lines for the moment.
Yeah.
That didn't work before because she wasn't good enough around the corners, but she is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super. And on the aid as well.
Yeah. You don't know about that.
She smelt it. There isn't any, we've run out.
So that's, yeah, okay.
Did you get that? Did you get that on that?
What? Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just, sometimes people video your lessons and then the one you really need to watch isn't on it. But I think the difference, you don't even need to see it. You could feel that. She was much more on the hind leg coming around the corner. And when you positioned her left, she didn't lurch. Because although what you see is late behind, I think sometimes it's early in front. It's a bit quick to go with the front leg. And I suppose that's probably because historically she didn't sit. So in order to not sit, stuff is A, is unnecessary, and B, is so the opposite of what you want to be doing for the changes.
Actually, I was saying to James the other day, every time I've had to come back from something, I concentrate a bit more about what I'm doing. I think I learn a lot from having the break and think about what's important. And she's more reactive to things like that, and I find the transitions in and out better, so I don't have to practice the medium paces because paying attention to just every other transition has made them...
It's improved anyway, yeah. And I think that's really the good thing about managing an older horse is doing just that, working out what do you need to work on and what don't you, balanced against what is most likely to cause strain, and not actually to the original injury, but because she's 18, everything is going to be a bit less strong than it was. Then, so you've got to think, well, how can I get the left half pass better by doing 2 half passes rather than 12? And actually, watching her today, the left shoulder and the left circles is as helpful to the left half pass as just doing the left half pass. So that's less strain on her legs, but for the same improvement. You know the theory anyway, but the more collected she is, the more on the hind leg, the better balance she is, the better she'll extend anyway, so you don't need to do that. And she quite likes doing that stuff anyway, so... and it's just another reason why she can't do 1 or 2, and collecting the canter on straight lines is going to help you with the changes. But that said, now she's more civilized, the changes themselves aren't straining her. It's not like the days where she used to run off and hammering onto the forehand. That doesn't happen. So you'll be able to work on the quality. If you can get that canter pretty well every diagonal with or without a change, you don't need to do very many changes.
No. Okay.
And the canter walk canters, of course, that doesn't put much strain on it, but it does put the balance in and put the submission in.
And it about timing as well, because I think I could never ride those very well before, canter walk transitions, until I started trying to do changes.
So, yeah, and that gave you the moment. It's quite common. A lot of people say that. It's when they
just sort of try and think about it and model and then just end up collapsing. So.
Well, I think the flying change, because there's a definitive moment where it will happen, and in simple change there's quite a variance. There's quite a lot of situations where you could get it. It might not be quite as good, but you can do it. Flying change, there's only one moment where it's really possible. So then your simple changes get better because you realise
It's the same moment.
yeah, there's 5 moments in a simple change that would be okay, but there's only 1 moment that would really nail it.
Yeah.
Same with canter to halt transition. There's only 1 part of the canter stride where they can really halt square, but there's 5 moments where it would be adequate, but only 1 moment where it would really be good. And you watch with lower level riders, there's a moment going from working trot to medium trot. If they miss the moment, they'll still get something, but it won't be uphill because they pushed on the down part. So as the horse was coming down in the stride, that's when they kick forward. So they run them onto the forehand. And what you guys do is wait to the uphill part and then push. Or should do. Of course you do. Of course you do. Now, Gladys, this circle gym has been good.
Yeah.
So that's sorted.
Yeah, but he's gone feral, obviously, in his time off.
Oh, yeah, he...